Right, not even joking, this is the 4th time I've tried to record this video. But it's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope you had a great Christmas. I don't actually know when this video is going to be released. It could be released Boxing Day, it could be released Monday, or at this rate, it's probably never going to be released. I'm just going to scrap the entire video. But if you're seeing it now, don't worry, I obviously haven't scrapped it. You're watching it, and it is out. But yeah, whenever this may be, I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you got everything you wanted. But this video is going to be very, very different to the videos that I've had so far. Obviously, the uni vlogs, they've had a lot of energy. They've just conveyed the busyness of life and just this massive, hectic mess of uni life. Because uni life is ridiculously messy and just all over the place. But personally, I think it's time just to take a step back, just take a bit of a breather and just reflect on everything that's going on right now. So this video is kind of going to be a bit of a life update, but also be talking about lots of issues that I know a lot of students are facing at this current moment in time, so that hopefully you guys can come away from it with as much value as you possibly can and be able to tackle the rest of this Christmas holiday and then the rest of the new year, all of the academic year and everything like that with a lot more clarity with just pretty much everything. So I hope you enjoy. I definitely recommend grabbing like a hot drink, coffee, tea, whatever that may be, or a snack, and just enjoying this video because it might be a bit of a long one. Anyway, enjoy the video. Right, bear with me because I might be a bit all over the place with this speech today and what I'm talking about, hence the fact I filmed this 4 times already. But yeah, just bring you all back up to speed. Basically, I got really ill for the last 2 weeks of university. I got tonsillitis, I was bedridden the whole time, meaning I missed pretty much all of my lectures, but it was revision week, so there was only actually 6 hours of lectures. I need to catch up on that. I also had to request extensions for 2 of my submissions. So as an artifact study, it's isometric drawings like that, and it's probably going to take me 20 hours. It's due on the 1st of January, and I haven't started it yet. Then you've also got the lab report, which is a 1500 word report on a materials test that we did back in November. I've got to finish that on the 1st of January as well. We've got those 2, I'm going to catch up on all the lectures and then start revising for the exams I've got mid-January. I go back on the 8th. So essentially I've got the next 5 days to catch up on everything. Then like a week and a half at home to revise all of the content that we've covered that I am slightly behind on, which is just brilliant. Honestly, I couldn't think of a better situation to be in. Anyway, as like a little bit of a reflection, first of all, of the first semester of uni, I have had the best time ever. It's been sick. I've met some amazing people. I've had some crazy nights out. It's been brilliant, and the uni life, it's just a different world. It's almost like this community of loads of people your age, completely separated from society, but then you can go out, you can do stuff, you can enjoy your time with all of them, and it's just a great vibe. However, obviously it can be very, very stressful, and it has been very stressful. You've got to do all your washing, you've got to do all of your cooking, you've got to schedule food shops, you've got to catch up on all of the work, you've got to be really independent with all the lectures and all of the work that you're doing, and everything is down to you, and that's quite a lot of pressure. And I found myself succumbing to that pressure and to that intense workload, procrastinating like crazy, falling behind on a lot of the work, and combined with the fact that I don't quite know what I want to do in future, whether or not I'm going to be sticking with A, engineering, B, university, C, I don't even know what C is. Like, you can tell how scrambled my brain is. It's been hard to stay on top of the work because the intrinsic drive is lacking a bit, and I haven't got clarity with what I want out of the degree, what I want out of university, and what I want in future. And that is difficult because you need clarity in what you're doing. You need to have an understanding of why the work you're doing is important and how it's leading you to the future that you want, to be able to be motivated for it. Now, obviously that was fine over GCSE and A-level because you knew that the work you were doing was leading you to the next step, that you just knew you were getting those grades and that was going to allow you to get to the next place. Now that we're 18, there's so many more options. You've got university, you've got apprenticeships, you've got a career in the music industry, you can become a content creator online and make all of your money through that. Even like things like e-commerce, there are an infinite number of things that you can do with your time, and I've found the knowledge of that demotivating because there are so many things that I want to be doing. There's literally an infinite number of things that I could be doing that I find it hard to dedicate all of my energy to just a few of those things. That cloud of all of those ideas has meant that I haven't really had the drive to go and tackle all of the uni work as much as I did over things like A-levels and GCSE. And I know a hell of a lot of people also in the same position where they just don't have the get up and go that they had over A-levels and GCSE to be able to tackle their uni work and crack on, be the most productive person they can be optimal with their time, and honestly just enjoy the work that they're doing. And that's tricky. So yeah, coming full circle, that means it's put me in the position where I am quite behind on the uni work and I've got a lot to catch up on. That stress is piling on top of me and I'm not motivated to do it because there's so many different thoughts, so many things that I would rather be dedicating my time towards that I know or feel like would benefit my future more, than that work. I don't want that to be the case. I know deep down that it is possible to balance uni work with external passions that drive you to the next phase of your life and the place that you want to be. And I know you can balance that with the social. I know that you can balance that with like working out. I know you can do it all because I did it over A-levels and over the summer and things like that. It's just hard and it requires clarity. You need to be able to see the benefits of all of the work you're doing. You need to be able to ignore those projects and those other things that you want to be doing while you're working on the uni work or while you're working on specific other things. You need to be able to focus all of your attention on the task at hand rather than everything going on in life, which is why for Christmas I got quite a lot of books. So I got the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I've got Atomic Habits by James Clear, I got 12 Rules for Life, and I got the High Performance Planner. Basically all of these things I'm trying to use to gain more clarity, to be more optimal with my time, and to find the why in everything I'm doing so I can stay driven. I can get all of the uni work done without the procrastination, without staying in bed until 3 AM or 3 PM in the afternoon after a night out, and basically rekindle that spark that allows me to do everything I want to do. So yeah, for those of you that are at university now, or even if you're over at A-levels or GCSE, if you've lost that spark and are in a similar position, just know that there is a way to change that, and there are so many other people in exactly the same position. It's just nice knowing that there are others. Like, I've spoken to so many people at uni who feel exactly the same way. So I am dedicated this next year to trying to solve that. So if you do want to follow along with the channel, if you do want to get all of this advice and get all of the tips that I'm going to be experimenting with to basically find the perfect way of living at uni that lets you balance pretty much everything you want to be doing with the social life, with working out, with eating, and just living like a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, then yeah, drop a subscribe, drop a like on this video, let me know in the comments what you want to see and what you're struggling with it, because obviously I want to be able to make content for you guys that you find valuable. If you're struggling with something completely different, I want to be able to tackle it, I want to be able to help. Yeah, that's the position that we're in. So next year, the main focus is going to be seeking clarity. Seeking clarity in the plan for the next 1, 3 and 5 years. Like, what it is that makes you feel content, what it is that you want out of life, where do you want to be in 5 years, and trying to align all of the work and all of the stuff you're doing right now with that plan. I want to say plan in quotations because you don't need a rigorous plan, you just need to know roughly where you want to be in the future and some actions you can take to try and push yourself forwards to that point. Like for me, all I know is I want a job that lets me be social, that lets me be independent with my time, gives me some sort of freedom and enough of a monetary incentive that lets me do everything that I want to do, which includes being quite philanthropic. So I do have quite like ambitious aims when it comes to earning potential, but also I want something that keeps me exciting. I have found over the last 3 months that I'm losing that excitement factor, and that is the drive that you want to keep with you at all times. You want to seek that excitement, you want to seek that clarity. So next year we're going to be cracking on with that clarity and doing loads of little experiments, like for example new morning routines, exploring all of the recommended habits in all of these books that basically the big high performance people use to maximize their outputs with as little time as possible while still staying fulfilled with their life, and documenting the entire process on this channel. That is the aim for me. But in terms of immediate plans, I'm basically going to be catching up on all of that work that I described at the start by the 1st of January, and then using the time between the 1st of January and the 8th of January to revise all of the content for the course before going back to uni and smashing those exams. But I'm going to be making another video next week on exactly how I'm going to be doing that. So again, drop a subscribe if you want to see that. Anyway, I could literally ramble on about this all day, so I'm going to cut it there. If at all you are in a similar position to this, please drop it in the comments. It's just amazing to go down and see loads of people going through the same things and you can all work through it together. Or also, if there are any like other issues that you are facing, just whack them in the comments. If you enjoyed this little segment, again, whack it in the comments, please. I would absolutely love to know. Otherwise, over this holiday, we're still going to have the energetic, the motivational videos. We're also going to have a few sit-down videos on like study tips and stuff like that. But yeah, it's Christmas. Time to crack on with some Christmas antics.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.